The power of compassion. In today's challenging times, it's been very trying for many of us. When the going gets tough, that is when the true value of having compassion for ourselves and others is important. Compassion is more than a thought, it's action. It is important for us to recognize that when we are born, we're each born unique but also the same, living a human journey with good days and bad days. Each of us are trying to become better versions of ourselves, higher version of ourselves. We're born innocent and pure, and then we recognize that we're influenced by different households, backgrounds, cultures, and communities, as well as our modeled behaviors in our families. We end up having a unique set of values, blueprints, and expectations. We start off by being very positive, playful, happy, and in high self-esteem, as all children do. But as we grow, our modeled behavior and our communities and our influences around us shape us. And as we become a little bit more wrapped up in the rat race of the world, sometimes racing and being busy creates anxiety, depression, fear, low self-esteem, self-doubt, anger, irritability, and frustration with ourselves as well as with others. Many times we do encounter people that are lovely and kind, but we also in our journey in life encounter people that are unsettling, challenging, and unnerving. It's important for us to recognize, especially in our times today, that the world is big and it's an unpredictable place. With our circumstances today, the unpredictable place feels scary because we all have a fear of uncertainty, of not knowing what's happening tomorrow. And many times, our hurtful feelings inside or our fears and self-doubt spill over onto others in judgment, hurtful actions, behaviors, anger, reactivity. Many times we're reacting to not only people we care about in our households or our friend circles, but also to strangers in malls, parking lots, virtually anywhere we encounter people. Many times we need to recognize that when people are in pain or low self-esteem, they spill over onto others. Taking a pause and reflect attitude to step back from someone who's hurtful, take a moment and always reflect, is this person hurting me because I've done something? Or are they in pain, reacting and spilling over onto me in pain and suffering therein? Many times our judgment of others is also because we're very judgmental of ourselves. There's always that mirror response going on. We need to have compassion for ourselves and what we go through day to day, rushing around, racing, enduring people that are in low self-esteem. But we also have to have compassion for the world that we live in and the people around. Many times when people are in pain spilling over onto you, take it as an opportunity to step back and practice compassion for yourself as well as others. I always say, do unto others as you want done to you. Many times, if you made a mistake rushing around in the world, you would like someone to have compassion and treat you kindly instead of reacting back in the manner that you're displaying. In the same way, when you encounter somebody in your life that is in pain, low self-esteem, and is responding in a manner that is not at their highest and best, instead of being rude, yelling at them, or getting violent, take a step back. Set boundaries, I firmly say that, but in the same boat, learn to match them not in the same kind of energy, but match them being a higher self to remind them of who they should be working towards. Being a person that can be compassionate, slowing down and responding versus reacting. Instead of matching the negative energy that's coming your way, you can act in compassion. You can be thoughtful. kind. You can watch how you result in saying things. Many times our tone, our pitch, and the way we say something back can be done in a manner that is not negative and hurtful, but is firm with boundaries, respect, and reminding someone that they can do something in a different manner versus being hurtful and angry. Let's try to all reflect on being people that are in our highest and best. Let's try to remain in a place of positivity and have healthy boundaries and healing encounters versus matching back with people in low self-esteem spilling over onto us in pain and suffering. Next time you interact with people, recognize, am I acting in low self-esteem? Am I acting in a way that is in my highest and best? Am I hurtful, abusive, irate, frustrated? Or am I being in a place of patience, calm, positivity, trying to see that this person may be going through a hard time and they're spilling over onto me? Have always compassion for yourself when you encounter hurtful people, as it does hurt. But remind yourself that these people may be in pain, darkness, low self-esteem, and ignorance, and that you can be a higher, better version of them in that moment, and remind them that there is another way to behave. Take a moment now and let's do a mindful minute and breathe in and out, thinking about compassion. Start off with compassion for yourself, and then compassion for others, as well as compassion for the world we're in. Take a moment now and take a deep inhale in and breathe out. Another deep inhale in and breathe out. And continue breathing, reflecting on compassion for yourself and for others. If your thoughts gently wander, gently bring them back and continue breathing, inhaling and exhaling, dropping into silence, strength, and compassion. It's a game changer, compassion for ourselves, others, society, and our world. Bringing compassion wherever you can to your own thoughts, actions, and reactions. As you work on compassion towards yourself, you'll find it easier and easier to have compassion for others, making the world a better place. As you come back from this mindful minute, remind yourself to always keep in mind how to act in compassion. Stop yourself from matching negative energy of others. Bring in empathy for people who tend to be acting in negativity. You can still set boundaries that are healthy and step away, but don't match the negative energy back. And counteract negativity with a more positive response. Set healthy boundaries that keep you safe and secure, but remind yourself that your demeanors and your actions speak more about you than they do about the other. Allow yourself to have compassion for yourself and continue to work on yourselves to be higher, better versions of yourself.